Hi guys, Ryan Moody here from Ryan Moody Fishing. Back down Dave Killaley's doghouse in Townsville. Good old mate mine for many years ago. And of course he doesn't need any introduction. He's lure manufacturing royalty in Australia. Today we're going to have a little bit of a chat about what anglers should look for in lures when they head away on a fishing holiday. One of the many questions I get from my clients is, hey, what sort of lures should we bring up? And I know how I fish and the areas I'm going to be fishing on those tides, so I let them know what they should be looking for. But then again, other areas of the country, when people go away, could be all sorts of applications. So Dave, what would your advice be to someone looking to buy some lures before they head away on a fishing holiday?
Basically what I tell people is to take a selection of lures in a selection of colours that they like. The lures, you know, in sizes, depths, weights, all that sort of thing.
Okay.
That's basically what I say. You really got to match the hatch, eh? Like wherever you're fishing, you know yourself, when barras are feeding on mullet, big mullet, then they've got to have big lures. If they're feeding on jelly prawns, they've got to have small lures. You know?
Yeah.
So basically that's what my advice is.
Yeah, and people have to become familiar with the types of bait fish that are in that particular area where they're going. So if they're from southern Queensland and they're going to Darwin or Corumba or wherever it be, well, up there we've got our mullet. You've got the Popeye mullet that skip along the surface, and that might suit in those areas if you've got a dirty water line, a stick bait or something like that. And also if there's herring along a snaggy line bank, well, you'd be looking to say a 3-inch
a small lure like that.
Yeah.
You know, in a range of depths, we've got them in 3 depths. That the small one, the shallow one, runs at about 2 metres, and then this one runs at about 3 metres plus, and this one runs at 6 metres plus.
Is that your new gutter master, is it?
Yeah, that's a gutter master designed to get down a bit.
Cool, great little lures.
And they float, those lures. They're fairly buoyant, so you can walk them in and out of the timber and all that sort of stuff. Yeah. And then these ones here, the barra snacks, they're more your herring shape, and they sink, so that you can chuck them in the snags and
they'll just slowly sink down and
Or what we used to do is we'd drift up on the snags and just drop them over the side and jig them.
Okay, cool.
But you've got to have a good bank account to do that.
Yeah, for sure. Especially in that heavily timbered areas.
Yeah, and then you know, your bigger lures, same deal. We make the muck in 3 different sizes. We make it in a shallow one, again, you know, 3 feet plus.
Yeah.
10 foot plus, and 18 foot plus. These lures, like this, the shallow ones, weighted in the back here so that it'll sit in the water with his tail down like that.
Yep.
And you can do a bit of the walk the dog thing, you know, like a Popeye mullet. You can just flick the rod tip and make him sort of walk across the top.
And that's still perfect if you just want to do a slow roll even as well.
Yeah. Or you put him down a little bit and just slow roll him, and when you stop him, he'll come up tail first, and he'll sit there with his tail down under the water, and you know, big barrels will come up oftentimes and knock him from the back.
Cool.
And these ones are weighted to head down, so when they sit in the water, they'll sit with their head down, and when you pull them, they'll just work straight away.
And they'd be perfect for, say, also trolling, say, a form 5 metre deep rock bar, that kind of thing as well. When the fish are aggregating and not moving up to the shallows.
Yeah, and basically to answer your question, you really need to take a selection of lures. I mean, we've got, and the lures have to be strong. Look, if you're going barra fishing, you don't want to take lures that you catch and brim on.
Yeah,
you know? They've got to have good hooks, good rings, good eyelets, you know, and basically be able to handle a fish that you're going to tackle on 30, 40 pound line. You know?
The line, exactly. Now I noticed, Dave, with your lures, you've always got the good hardware on them, but if someone's going to buy a cheap lure, you recommend that's one of the most important things to do is change the hardware straight away?
Yes, yeah, like when you say a cheap lure, there's some good lures that are cheap. Well, it depends on how you define cheap. If you're talking under $10, I wouldn't bother in most cases, as far as hard-bodied lures are concerned. But our lures come with good 6 extra strong VMC hooks, 4H rings, 1.6 stainless steel eyelets. So you don't have to do it with ours. But if you buy, but the other thing you got to be careful of with lures, a lot of the imported lures are designed for the bass market.
Yes.
You know, And their
Definitely.
hooks are set up for bass bone. You change the hooks, you change the balance in the lure.
Of the lure, that's right.
And you can really radically change the action of it. So you can be a little bit careful there.
So there's no point in going to tropical Australia with the wrong kind of lures.
Yeah.
You know, you might as well spend a couple extra dollars and buy the right stuff, because if you're going a long way away, there's no point in going up there with a whole selection of lures, and after your first one it's failed on you.
Yeah. Especially if you're going out with a bloke like you, it's costing you $4,000 a day to go fishing. You don't want your lures to let you down, do you?
It's actually not quite that much, but it's close. So I guess the most important thing really is to match the lures to the kind of bait fish that are in that region where you're going fishing, and you know, pretty much you should be on the money straight away.
Yeah, and the depth as well. Like if you're fishing in 2 feet of water, you don't want a lure that's going to run at 18 feet. And,
Yeah, exactly.
Like if you're fishing over the back of a sandbar or something like that, you want something that's going to be shallow.
Yeah,
And with these sounders today, you can tell virtually where the fish are sitting in the water column.
Exactly.
So you can match them a lot better now with the depth of the lures. And all that sort of stuff. Yeah.
Excellent. So, you know, each different size lure, take a shallow one, a medium, and a deep one.
Oh, I'd recommend take the lot.
Take the lot, yeah. Boxes.
But yeah, no, like seriously, you got to take a good selection of lures, and you know, and in colours that, well, you know, you and I are similar in colour choice. We don't think it really matters, but I think it matters to the fisherman. If you've got a lure that you're happy with the colour with, you'll tend to use it until you catch fish on it. Well,
my personal belief is simply it doesn't matter what the colour is, as long as it's got a dark back and a lighter coloured side. It doesn't matter what those colours are, whether you're
any colour
you like, as long as it's darker on the back, lighter on the sides. And that's how pretty much most bait fish are, really, aren't they? They're all darker on top, lighter underneath. And that's what I teach my students in the courses, and that's what I've been using all these years. And we have great success catching metre plus barra on dirty water lines and things, hand casting. So, yeah, you don't need these elaborate coloured lures, I suppose. It's pretty much...
Yeah, I've never seen a pink mullet in my life, but
no.
Certainly caught a lot of fish on pink lures.
Exactly. Yeah.
I've never seen a pink mullet in a creek.
No. Maybe after a few rums you might, but
I've seen a few pink elephants.
Yeah. So in summary, mate, I guess the most important thing is to, when people are heading away, make sure they match the hatch and take the right lures for the right applications, and
take a selection.
Take a selection. Yep. Cool. Anyone interested in Dave's lures, check out his website www.olddoglures.com or Dave's Facebook page, Old Dog Lures. Well, thanks again, Dave, for sharing your knowledge and input to our viewers, and we'll catch up again in a few weeks' time and for another tip or two, and really appreciate it.